It is time to rescue this piece of meat. We have a prime sirloin strip, and it's always good that your brisket trimming skills come into play, because we had this in the refrigerator we had this dry aging for about a week. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim off all the top layer of dark skin. I got some work to do, and once we get this thing trimmed, we're going to get it on the grill and we're going to test it out, see if it's tender. I also did a picture prior to putting this in, and it kind of shows you, what it looks like. And if you look at this, you can see this cap looks pretty marbled out. But we'll trim this up, we'll get right back at you, and once we're ready to go into steaks, we'll show you how our steaks come out, and then we're going to throw it on the grill. So now we're ready to cut the steaks. So you don't need to see my face. I'm going to stand up and get to cutting. All right. And we may change knives depending on how long it takes. We're going to cut these steaks at about, I want to say, 1.25 inches. And here's the first one. And man, does that look beautiful. I'm going to stick it in the pan. Let's see if this knife is a little quicker, because I know I don't want to take too much time, but it does take some time to get through this. Now, this is a pretty quick cut. And another beautiful piece. So we're going to alternate and see which one's faster. I think this one's pretty good. You put some pressure on it. It's a cleaner cut. And there's another one. I love when these dry aged steaks come off, because at the end of the day, I know you're going to be able to see more marbling because you've got less moisture in the meat, and it just comes out to be a better product. So, my wife will only let me go 7 days. I went 14 days before, but she can't wait. So we're just going to cut these things up, and it takes a little bit of pressing, but that is just beautiful marbling. Again, these are prime, and I try not to use Angus anymore, because I think prime is just a better cut. But I will tell you, I'm going to enjoy chowing down on these steaks. I'm going to take one and I'll demo it for you so you guys can see the moisture, and I'll give you the taste test. But we're going to finish these up and we'll get back at you. The mountain of prime sirloin cut steaks there. That's a good illustration of how these steaks came out. They got a little purplish tint to them, but you can see the marbling. And we're going to put one on. We'll let you know how it tastes. This is my lunch for tomorrow, which is going to be a tortilla. We're going to do a beef tortilla. But for today, we'll probably pick this guy. We'll put him on the grill, and we'll go through the taste test. Tenderness is always going to be a good one. It won't be in my Lane 48. It'll be on a grill. We'll catch you later. All right, so this thing is searing up. Let's see what we got in the backside. And that's how we're looking so far. This guy is off the grill, and we are gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. and we're 2 minutes into that process. So after 5 minutes, we will get this knife and fork and get to working this steak. See you in a bit. All right, we let our steak rest, and we're gonna dig into this to see how it came out. And hopefully, you guys can see that. It's a nice medium, and first bite's always good. So that was excellent. Very tender. Very tender. I mean, it is prime, but the age we put on it, I can taste a little bit of nuttiness. Just a little bit. When I did the 14 day, I could taste that more. It was more pronounced. So this is the key. The second piece is always going to be the pot of truth. But so far, this thing is just like butter. And take a look at that. Put it on for 10 minutes. Flip both sides, and then got to the rest period. So this wasn't a long cook. Oh my God. That is so tender. Wow. 7 days, only 7 days. But, you know, whoo. Let me see if I can cut this with the fork. That would be incredible. If this cuts with the fork, then you know. Damn. I don't even need a knife. All right, 7 days, prime sirloin. Brisket, I mean not brisket, because you know I do cook a lot of brisket. Prime sirloin. Whoo! I cut this with my fork. You saw that. Oh my God. I gotta go. Thank you for joining us. I took a chance on doing it with my fork because I didn't know that was gonna happen. But I'm gonna tell you, this is the best steak I've had so far. 7 days aged prime sirloin cut. Awesome.